Ladies and gentlemen, stop what you're doing, put down your coffee, pull over your car, and listen closely. What unfolded today at the scorching Dubai Duty-Free Tennis Championships was far more than just a match or a highlight reel. It represents a seismic shift in women's tennis. While we promise you coverage and updates, no one could have predicted the shockwave that has erupted from center court in the United Arab Emirates. Headlines are already being written, tweets are flying, and yet the story remains simple, brutal, and beautiful. Alexandra Eala has arrived. She hasn't just arrived, she has burst through the front door of the top 10. Welcome to this special deep dive broadcast, where we dedicate the entire session to the match that has the sporting world buzzing. The title on your screen says it all. Viral now, Alexandra Eala surprises. Jasmine Paolini, a name synonymous with excellence in women's tennis, stood on one side of the net as the embodiment of established greatness. The Italian dynamo, world number 8, has transformed over the past 2 years from a gritty competitor into a legitimate Grand Slam contender, with finals appearances at Roland Garros and Wimbledon, and an Olympic doubles gold medal to her name. Fast, ferocious, and nearly unbeatable against lower-ranked players, Paolini represents the elite's gatekeeper. Across the net, however, stood Alexandra Eala, the 20-year-old left-handed pride of the Philippines, quietly climbing the ranks before bursting into the spotlight. A Ruff and Nadal Academy graduate and junior Grand Slam champion, today she was no longer a prospect, she was a gladiator. Entering the round of 32, questions swirled. Eala had advanced after Hailey Baptiste retired due to injury, leaving doubts about her rhythm and readiness. Meanwhile, Paolini, fresh off a first-round bye, was rested, confident, and heavily favored, with betting markets predicting a straight-sets victory and pundits warning that her heavy topspin forehand would overwhelm the young Filipina. But over 2 hours and 45 minutes, Alexandra Eala delivered a tactical masterclass that defied every expectation. She didn't just beat Paolini, she outthought her, outhit her, and, in the crucial moments, outbelieved her. The three-set thriller ended 6-4, 5-7, 6-4 in favor of Eala, a scoreline that, while numerical, barely captures the sheer brilliance, courage, and emergence of a new superstar on the world stage. What the scoreline doesn't tell you is the drama in every point. The 26-shot rally at 4-4 in the decider where Eala refused to give an inch. The thunderous inside-out forehand she unleashed to save a breakpoint in the first set, or the stunned silence of the crowd as the favorite teetered on the edge. Followed by the eruption of cheers from the Filipino supporters in the stands, a home-away-from-home crowd celebrating as matchpoint was finally converted. This is viral for a reason. It isn't just a win, it's a statement. Alexandra Eala notched her third career victory over a top 10 player, adding Jasmine Paolini to a list that already includes Madison Keys and Iga Swiatek from her magical Miami run last year. But this feels different. Miami was a Cinderella story. This feels like sustained excellence, a declaration that Eala truly belongs on this stage. In this extended broadcast, we will break down every single aspect of this historic upset, analyzing the tactical adjustments, mental fortitude, and sheer determination that propelled her to one of the most remarkable victories of her career. We'll examine how Eala neutralized Paolini's speed, and the mental resilience it took to lose a second set she led 5-3, then come back to claim the third. Many young players would falter after surrendering a lead like that, but Eala simply reset and stayed focused. We'll also highlight the moment at the net where Paolini displayed pure sportsmanship, calling Eala an amazing talent and a major presence for the future of tennis. Beyond the match itself, the implications are significant. Eala is projected to break into the top 35 for the first time, the tournament draw has opened up, and the rise of a Filipino sports icon is inspiring fans worldwide alongside global stars like Carlos Yolo. In this deep dive, we'll analyze forehand mechanics, serve placement, court geometry, and the psychology behind this historic upset. Whether you love tennis, underdog stories, or just want to understand why the internet is buzzing, this is the Alexandra Eala breakdown time to dig in and separate the hype from the substance. You'll understand how Alexandra Eala, ranked 47th, dismantled world number 8 Jasmine Paolini on a hard court. We need to break down the matchup dynamics. Paolini thrives on movement. Standing just 5 feet 4 inches, she compensates with explosive footwork and a heavy, whip-like forehand that generates intense topspin. Her strategy is to push opponents back, open up angles, and physically wear them down, essentially becoming a wall that hits back even harder. Eala, a lefty, has the natural advantage of unpredictability, but until recently her game was criticized as one-dimensional, big power, but prone to errors under pressure. Today, however, we saw Alexandra Eala 2.0. The match began with Paolini serving, comfortably holding to love, while the Filipino expatriate crowd in Dubai watched anxiously, aware of Eala's history of fading in long matches. At 2-2, everything shifted. Eala stopped trying to out-rally Paolini from the baseline and began taking the ball early, a decisive tactical adjustment that set the tone for the rest of the match. Against Paolini, who thrives on buying time and setting up her powerful forehand, Alexandra Eala took the opposite approach, stepping in and dictating the pace. Her backhand, usually a target for Paolini, was laser-sharp, flat, and deep, denying the Italian the time she needed to position herself. The pivotal break came at 3-3 when Eala anticipated a Paolini drop shot, a weapon the Italian uses effectively, and not only reached it but flicked a cross-court winner that clipped the line, a bold statement of confidence. Serving out the first set at 5-4, Eala faced her first real test of nerves as Paolini saved 2 set points, but Eala remained unshaken. On the third set point, she unleashed a wide slider from her lefty serve, and Paolini mis-hit into the stands. 6-4 to Eala, first blood to the underdog. While the first set showcased tactical brilliance, the second set became a battle of endurance. Paolini, a Grand Slam finalist, adjusted her game, hitting higher to push Eala behind the baseline and forcing her to generate pace from defensive positions. Eala struggled under this sustained pressure, highlighting the formidable challenge of facing a seasoned top 10 competitor. Initially, Eala struggled. Her unforced errors began to pile up, and the stifling Dubai humidity took its toll even at night. She was toweling off after nearly every point. Yet she fought back, breaking Paolini to lead 5-3 and serving for the match. The upset seemed within reach, but nerves crept in. At 5-3, 30-15, Eala double-faulted, then missed a routine forehand drive volley. The tension in the stadium was palpable. Paolini seized the opportunity, breaking back to 5-4, holding at 5-5, and eventually taking the set 7-5 after. Eala lost her serve again. By conventional wisdom, the match seemed over. The underdog had faltered, and the veteran was poised to dominate the decider. But Alexandra Eala refused to follow that script. During the break between sets, she reset, returning with a new focus. No longer glancing at her coaching box in frustration, she locked her gaze on the ball. The third set became a grueling dogfight. Neither player yielded. Paolini grunted louder, hit harder, and threw everything she had at the 20-year-old, but Eala's fitness, honed at the Rafa Nadal Academy, held strong. The defining moment came at 4-4 with Eala serving at 15-40, facing 2 break points. On the first, she unleashed a clutch ace down the tee. On the second, a 26-shot rally ensued. Forehands, backhands, slices, and moonballs, with Eala scrambling to stay in every exchange. Finally, Paolini's down-the-line forehand missed by inches, and Eala held at 5-4. The pressure now shifted to the Italian. Serving to stay in the match, Paolini faltered, and at 30-30, Eala stepped around a backhand to crush her signature inside-out forehand winner match point. The stadium erupted as Alexandra Eala prepared to convert the moment that would etch her name into tennis history. Eala closed the match with a decisive backhand into the open court game, set, match. Looking at the numbers tells the full story. Her first serve percentage was 68%, a marked improvement from the roughly 55% she managed last week in Doha against a returner like Paolini. She landed her serves when it truly mattered. In winners versus unforced errors, Eala hit 34 winners to 28 unforced errors, keeping herself in positive territory, while Paolini managed 28 winners but committed 31 unforced errors, a differential that ultimately decided the match. Eala played as the aggressor, but a controlled one, converting 4 of 6 breakpoints compared to Paolini's 3 of 10. Clinically, when Eala had an opportunity, she took it. When Paolini had hers, Eala slammed the door. Yet beyond the technical improvements, the serve, the forehand, the real story is mental. At just 20 years old, carrying the weight of an entire nation, Eala lost a match-winning lead in the second set against the world number 8 and refused to collapse. That demonstrates a mental maturity well beyond her years. Her training at the Rafa Nadal Academy, the so-called Nadal DNA, was evident. The refusal to yield, the ability to endure, and even enjoy the battle on court. While Paolini hit massive shots in the third set, Eala remained composed, digging in rather than panicking. Credit is also due to Paolini, who played brilliantly and forced Eala to earn the victory. At the net, her reaction was a moment of pure sportsmanship, underlining why she is a respected figure in the sport. The post-match moment between Eala and Paolini was unforgettable, a warm embrace, a smile, and words that were deeply complimentary. In the press conference moments later, Paolini said, "I knew she was good, But I didn't know she was this tough. She hits the ball so clean. She is going to be a top player very, very soon. It is good for tennis to have a star from the Philippines. This is exactly what makes the world wonderful. Seeing the established guard recognize rising talent, witnessing sportsmanship, and realizing that the future of the sport is in capable hands. Eala's victory sends a clear message through the locker room. Top 10 players now know who the real threats are. Where she was once seen as a dangerous floater, someone to avoid in early rounds, but ultimately beatable, she is now a proven giant killer. She has shown she can match the pace of the elite, endure a 3-hour battle in extreme heat, and excel on Dubai's fast hardcourt. Historically, her movement on faster surfaces was a vulnerability, but today she moved like a gazelle, sliding into shots, transitioning seamlessly from defense to offense, and exploding out of corners with top 20-level precision. The viral moment isn't just the upset, it's how she won. A single point at 4-4 in the third set has garnered over 2 million views in an hour, capturing the essence of the match. A young player refusing to be beaten by a seasoned champion. The crowd amplified the drama, creating an electric atmosphere reminiscent of a Davis Cup or Billie Jean King Cup tie. Filipino fans brought a primal roar of energy that filled the stadium, infusing the WTA Tour with a new, infectious excitement. Sometimes, that electric energy is missing in the early rounds of tournaments, something Paolini acknowledged herself, calling the atmosphere crazy but amazing. Today also highlighted the lefty advantage Eala possesses. Her serves from the ad court, sliding wide with spin, pulled Paolini off the court, opening up space for the next shot. This classic rough and Nadal pattern, adapted for the WTA Tour, exploited Paolini's 5 feet 4 inches frame. Every extra step she had to take over 3 sets accumulated, leaving her half a step slow by the end of the third. Eala's tactical serving wasn't about racking up aces, it was about positioning, control, and cumulative pressure. Say result, Eala advances into the round of 16, defending last year's points while adding a significant boost to her ranking. With a win in the next round, she could be looking at a seed in upcoming Indian Wells and Miami tournaments. More importantly, she now carries belief, a priceless confidence earned in the heat of Dubai. She knows that even after losing a lead, she can fight back, and that even if a world number 8 plays her best, Eala can play better. That realization makes her a serious threat on tour. This moment is an inflection point. Before today, Alexandra Eala was a promising talent, a rising star, and a regional hero in Southeast Asia. After today, she is a global contender in WTA 1000 events. The title, "The World is Wonderful," captures the essence of sport. Its unpredictability, its reward for hard work, its recognition of lonely hours on practice courts, rehabilitation, travel, and sacrifices. The final point landed, and Eala didn't fall or scream. She closed her eyes and smiled, relief and satisfaction written across her face. She shared that victory with her parents and team, a moment of connection that makes tennis so special. For Filipino fans, this is historic. A single star defeating the world number 8 at a WTA 1000 event is rare air. But with that triumph comes a reminder. The tour now knows who Alexandra Eala is, and she has arrived as a force to be reckoned with. The tournament isn't over yet, and the danger of a massive upset brings its own emotional hangover. Eala now needs to recover, properly ice down, get a massage, eat well, and rest, because her next opponent won't care that she beat Paolini. They'll see a potentially fatigued 20-year-old and try to exploit it. The true test of a champion isn't just climbing the mountain, it's staying at the summit. Can she go all the way in Dubai? Absolutely. With the draw opened up, confidence flowing, and her game firing on all cylinders, Eala has shown that with her blend of aggression, patience, and newfound mental toughness, there's no player in this tournament she can't challenge. We'll be here covering every step. If you enjoyed this deep dive, felt the adrenaline of the match through our analysis, make sure to subscribe. Here, we don't just read the scores, we tell the story. And the story of Alexandra Eala is just reaching its most exciting chapters. Jasmine Paolini, we salute your fight and your championship caliber. Alexandra Eala, congratulations, you've shocked the world. From the desert sands of Dubai to the streets of Manila and everywhere in between, tennis is alive and electric. The world truly is wonderful. I'm your host, signing off. Go pick up a racket, dream big, and we'll see you for the round of 16. Good night.